Before we get into today's video, I just want to let everyone know that we are hosting a giveaway with a GT Omega race office chair. What you've actually got to do is head over to Twitter and follow the requirements there, and you may be in a chance of winning. Good luck. So we've had a full a year and a half of abandoned cars here on the Mr. Enrique's channel, and yeah, I've always done every single location to actually help you guys find where those abandoned cars are, and I know you guys do appreciate it, but sadly that is coming to an end on June the 4th. Now what actually does happen to the abandoned cars once they have actually disappeared? Well, they get added into Need for Speed Payback once they have disappeared for people that have actually missed. But anyways, before we get into that, please could you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification so you don't miss a video about Need for Speed and also about Need for Speed 2019. With that being said, once we've actually finished the abandoned car locations of where they are, we would have done a total of 74 abandoned car videos here on the channel, which is just a massive achievement, and it's just been fun to actually do. Now I actually am hoping that they do abandoned cars in Need for Speed 2019, but we don't know such information as of yet, but once I do, I will let you know here on the channel. So we've had loads of abandoned cars, and we've also had them repeatedly, and we've had seasonal abandoned cars as well as iconic abandoned cars. So we've had a good selection of abandoned cars in Need for Speed Payback, which to me, and I'm sure about a lot of you, when Need for Speed first started, we didn't know this would be happening, and you know what, it just made Need for Speed Payback a lot more fun. When the abandoned cars series actually started, we got the Mazda RX-7, Plymouth Barracuda, and a load more, and people actually did miss them, even though it did come a second time around, and people was actually worried on how would they actually get them, would they add them back into the game once the rotation have actually finished and they started the new abandoned cars. Well, with those old abandoned cars, they did actually manage to add them into the garage dealership, but the only problem was with that, you had to purchase them. You didn't get them for free if you just wanted to get a police chase and you actually managed to miss the abandoned cars because you was busy just out doing your type of daily stuff. Then after that, we got our iconic abandoned cars and also our seasonal abandoned cars, which are actually still going right now, which it's nearly been a year since they started. And then with that batch of abandoned cars, we got Rachel Teller's Nissan 350Z, the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 BMW, but it wasn't the actual M3 GTR version, and we got lots of good seasonal abandoned cars, which was St. Patrick's Day. That was just overall really good. But what is going to happen with them once this abandoned car series is actually finished? Are they going to add them into Need for Speed Payback so you can purchase them? I'm going to say yes, but they aren't going to be as cheap as the first batch of abandoned cars. Like you're talking about the St. Patrick's Days, it's going to be ultra rare, and obviously it's got the design bodywork on it, so yeah, it's going to cost a lot more than the other abandoned cars was. And the way it will go with the iconic cars, obviously people can't actually get them to actually the full replica. I know there is design paints on the store, but they just don't match up to the actual car that has actually been added as an abandoned car, and those games are going to know people are going to be wanting that car just to add it to their collection, so they might actually put the price up quite high on those abandoned cars once we actually purchase them in the dealership. Another alternative could be they might actually just gift people the cars straight into the garage from actually logging in from day one. Now that actually could be another way, but I don't know at this moment, which I am hoping that is the case, but we'll soon find out once they've actually finished. Now I actually want to talk a bit about Need for Speed 2019 and my failure with the teaser. So at this moment in time about Need for Speed 2019, we've had such little information about the game, we do not actually know proper ground evidence is what is going to be happening. This time in 2017, before Need for Speed Payback actually got released, we did see actually a teaser at this date of time, but for some reason this time we haven't, and that is telling me that something big is brewing up, and hopefully they're going to give something everyone is wanting in the community. Like it could be a really good remaster alongside a very brand new Need for Speed with, I'm guessing, some cars that everyone has actually been moaning for. I'm not going to say what car, but I think most of you will probably know what I'm thinking. Also, the abandoned cars do end on June the 11th, and that is telling me right now that they're going to release some more information about Need for Speed 2019, whether it will be a picture on their Twitter, whether it will be a teaser, we do not know, but I'm 100% guaranteed that is going to be showing us something very good. What I say right now is all eyes on deck on Need for Speed Twitter and also on my Twitter and here on the channel, because as soon as I do find out information, I will post it as soon as I possibly can. Well, that is it for today's video. I really hope you did actually enjoy it, and I can't wait the next couple of weeks or even couple of days, we're going to find out something about Need for Speed 2019, and I'm hoping it is going to be brilliant. Bye bye.